Day 2 recap of India versus England at Leeds, and another fascinating day of cricket. It started off with Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant continuing the partnership from yesterday, and Rishabh Pant eventually getting to his 100. Bhai, what a player Rishabh Pant is. Whether it's England, South Africa, Australia, this man scores centuries. Even at home in India, he scores centuries. India ka mere hisab se number one batsman in Tests over the last 4-5 years, and the fact that he had an accident, came back and then scored a century here, it's incredible the talent this man possesses. हाँ ठीक है, कभी frustrating हो सकता है, कभी वो गलत शॉट खेल लेगा, कभी risky शॉट खेल लेगा, लेकिन this innings had everything and it showed the positive impact of Rishabh Pant. Opposition bowlers do fear him. They have to think, because you know bench strokes को आगे बढ़ के मार देगा, फिर defend करेगा, फिर किसी और को शोएब बशीर को बहुत ज़्यादा मारा था आज, and it was a very good partnership. But then जब शुभमन गिल out हुआ, it was the Indian collapse and they lost 6 wickets I think for 40 odd runs, 430 for कुछ 3 थे, फिर एकदम से 470, 480 all out, and वही है, India would be a bit disappointed with that because I think 500 was minimum on the cards, especially with the way they started today. ठीक है, आप बोल सकते थे कि in the first 2-3 overs अगर wicket चले गए and there was a collapse, I understand, but you know they did put on another 70-80 runs, these two, and then after they got out, जो collapse हुआ, I think they will be a bit upset. I think Josh Tongue bowled really well today. Ben Stokes was sensational in the first innings, obviously, and yeah, England would be happy, especially with the fact of how yesterday went and how the today started. The fact that they pulled things back and उन लोगों को 500 के नीचे कर दिया India को, England would be very happy with that. And after that, England they got off to a shaky start. Jasprit, Bumrah, the man, the myth, the legend, striking, picking up Zach Ollie early, and after that he did create chances. Ben Duckett was dropped by Jadeja, he was dropped by Jaiswal as well. But the English batsmen kept continued to peg away at the runs. उन लोग भाई run rate तो छोड़ते नहीं. Duckett kept scoring. Ollie Pope came in, he batted fluently as well, and they both put up a very good partnership. And then there was that man Jasprit Bumrah again, उन्हें आके फिर wicket लिया Ben Duckett का, created a chance immediately for Ollie Pope, but it was dropped by Jaiswal at Gully. Then Joe Root and Ollie Pope continued to build a partnership, and England got some good runs. I think अच्छी batting कर रहे थे. I think Siraj जो new ball के साथ डाला, he wasn't that effective. Ben Duckett was really fierce on him, and so was Ollie Pope. अच्छे runs मार रहे थे सिराज को. प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा also didn't look too effective. सिराज को जो second spell था वो बहुत अच्छा था. He had LBW shot to Root which was given but then overturned by DRS. So yeah, overall I think apart from Bumrah, the other bowlers weren't on that level, and that's also because of the pitch. Dekho, it's a very good batting wicket here at Leeds. The way India batted as well showed you that. The way England are batting is showing you that as well. But Jasprit Bumrah is something different. He's the one who will create you chances. He'll get you an opportunity. And unfortunately, India today didn't take their opportunities. If they did, it could have been a different storyline altogether. शायद 5-6 down भी हो सकते थे. फिर जो रूट का भी विकेट गया, देखो जो रूट का भी विकेट निकाले, and I said one more wicket and India will be on top. It'll be their day, and they got that wicket. They got that wicket of Harry Brooks, short ball पे फंसा दिया था Jasprit Bumrah once again. But what was it? It was a no ball, and that siren IPL में जो सुनते वो नहीं था, मगर वो दिमाग में सबके बज गया, because it would have been India's day if he took that wicket, man. And Siraj took that catch. मैं समझा भाई what a great end today too, because you have to be patient. At the end of the day, wicket अच्छी है batting के लिए, you have to be patient. You will get your opportunities. Unfortunately, ये drop catches हुए, no ball हुआ, and I think England would be a bit happy with the way they finished. Only losing 3 wickets. It could have been much more. With Ollie Pope still at the crease, Harry Brook new at the crease, I think they'll be looking forward to tomorrow and scoring as many runs as possible. India के लिए देखो opportunities आएंगे आज के जैसा कल भी आएंगे chances. अब catches लेना पड़ेगा, and they'll need somebody like a Prasidh Krishna and Siraj to step up and pick up wickets too. जैसा Josh Tongue करा. पहले दिन खाली Ben Stokes was the one who was capable of taking wickets. I know Karsh took one, but Ben Stokes was the lethal one, and here it looked like Bumrah, right? So they need some support from Bumrah over there. Siraj and Prasidh Krishna need to step up, and India will need to pick up wickets, and I'm sure they will get the opportunities, and they'll just have to grab them. We saw the overcast conditions in Leeds. Whenever it does get overcast, it becomes good for the bowlers. Jab sun out hai, the batsmen start scoring runs. I think the last session was the perfect example. जब धूप था रूट और पोप मार रहे थे रन, फिर एकदम से ओवरकास्ट हुआ, रूट आउट हो गया, फिर हैरी ब्रुक का चांस मिला. तो दैट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़. एंड हाउ इंडिया गोना यूज जसप्रीत बुमराह विल बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई थिंक गिल यूज्ड हिम pretty well. His captaincy was pretty decent. At the end of the day, it's his first run as captain. It's his first match as captain. Obviously, there will be pressure. He has runs on the board, which will ease a bit of the pressure. But at the end of the day, it is going to be a challenge for Shubman Gill. I thought his bowler's rotation was pretty decent. Look, he did bowl Bumrah a few spells, but he knew when he had to rest him. I think the use of Shardul Thakur could have been a bit better. Maybe bring him a bit earlier. Lekin maybe he didn't because unhe jab aaya tha he leaked runs and maybe he knew that. Jadeja also bowled decently well, so that rotation was good too. अब उसको यही देखना है कि भाई बुमराह को कब यूज़ करना है, कैसे यूज़ करना है. And he needs his other bowlers to step up. Field placements were good. Look, catches आए थे, opportunities आए, वो लिए नहीं. Jadeja dropping a catch was also a big thing. It's a very rare sight. So that's not in Shubman Gill's hands. Overall, I think it was a decent run as captain on his first day in the field, and tomorrow will be important how he continues to keep his boys motivated and keep them bowling those lines and lengths where they can create the chances. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to day 3 at Leeds. It's going to be a cracker. Hopefully, from England's point of view, it's about building partnerships now and getting as close to India's total and even potentially trying to take a lead. India will want to take a lead. अगर 100 रन का लीड भी ले लिया इंडिया, they can win this game. अभी काफ़ी मैच पड़ा है, 3 दिन है. There is weather around, so that could affect the state of play. That could lead to a draw. We don't know, but yeah, it will be very, very interesting. Again, all eyes on Bumrah tomorrow. He's world-class bowler, champion bowler. He's shown कि भाई even on pitches like this, he's a different beast, and he's the X factor that India have in this series. There's no doubt about it. Jasprit Bumrah, as a cricketer right now, is probably the most feared in the opposition and the most talked about player in cricket in all formats. So उन्हें जिस तरीके से मैच अपने पे लेता है, and he creates chances, picks up wickets, it's unbelievable. His control is outstanding, and we saw that again today. So let's see what happens on day 3. Stay tuned to Chasing the Target. Of course, we'll be live at the start of play, and we'll be covering the game. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and do like this video as well, because it will help us in the algorithm, and these are some videos which you can see in the morning before the match starts. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and take care everyone.